Blissful Rise, Universal Stars. My name is Venus, a goddess. I am a transformational life guide, speaker, and author of Recreating My Reality. Today I wanted to share with you 10 ways to know that you are living in a scarcity consciousness. And then I'm going to be sharing with you 10 powerful affirmations that you can speak daily that is going to help you overcome this scarcity and live with courage. Number 1. If you are focusing on your current problems, no matter what they are, no matter what they may be, your current situations, whether or not they are dealing with your job, people, places, things, if you are focusing on your current problem or current circumstances that are not serving you, then you are living in a scarcity consciousness. Number 2, if you are thinking about the lack of, for instance, money, not having enough money to do the things that you have to do to take care of your responsibilities, the lack of opportunities that may seemingly not be coming your way, the lack of the job that you're on that is no longer serving your purpose and your vision and your path, the lack of people in your life, the lack of connections, the lack of anything that you need to progress and grow in life. Number 3, how about if you are constantly thinking of the way you eat, thinking of how poor your eating habits are, and doing very little to change them? This is called living in a scarcity consciousness. Number 4, what if you were constantly thinking about what you cannot do versus what you can do? Oftentimes we find ourselves thinking of the things that we cannot do, which we can do, that prohibits us from recreating our reality, from doing the things that we desire to do most. What if those things was moving to a better environment for you and your family? What if the things that you said you can't do as far as getting a new job or opening up and starting a new business, moving into entrepreneurship? What if you thought that you cannot create generational wealth for your children's and your children's children? What if you are constantly thinking that you cannot create and leave a divine legacy in this world, an imprint? If you are thinking about the things that you cannot do versus the things that you can do often throughout the days, then you are living in a scarcity consciousness. Number 5, if you are constantly finding yourself pondering, thinking, focusing on what you're afraid of or what you are afraid to do, then you are living in a state of scarcity. You're living in a state of fear, and that keeps you bound to your past. What are your current thoughts? Are you thinking of how fearful you are of getting out of that unhealthy relationship? Are you thinking about how fearful it may be to transition in life? Whether it be from a job to a career, a job to entrepreneurship, a job to opening your business, or a poor relationship to a better relationship, a more healthier relationship, or moving from an environment that no longer serves you, that is hazardous to you and your children? Are you pondering on what you're afraid of? Because I can guarantee you, the things that you are afraid of, the thoughts that you're having that you are afraid of will eventually manifest into your reality. Number 6, if you are focusing on past traumas, you are living in a state of scarcity, in a consciousness that tells you that you are bound to those past traumas. You are bound to all of those unfortunate things that happened to you, whether you played a part or not. That you are bound to the rape, you are bound to the molestations, you are bound to the unhealthy behavior patterns, that you are bound to you being mentally, verbally, or physically abused by whomever. If you're constantly thinking about all of the people who hurt you, who harmed you, who caused you mental distortion or mental discomfort or mental aggravation in any way, then beloveds, you are bound to living in a scarcity consciousness and not progressing. Number 7, what you don't physically have, but you want, you desire, you need, for whatever reason. Oftentimes we find ourselves living in a superficial society where you are not acceptable or will not be acceptable into the social societies or social groups or families for that matter, if you don't have implants, if you don't have a bigger butt or bigger lips or breasts, or if you're not wearing your natural hair, or if you are wearing weaves, wigs, braids, if you are not comfortable with the skin you are in. And that's not to say that you cannot wear all of these things, that you cannot do all of these things, but when all of these superficial things overpower and overrule your divine essence, your ability to love you for who you are living in a scarcity consciousness. When you think that superficial things will make you better, will improve you somehow, will give you confidence, you are living in a state of scarcity. Number 8, if you are focusing on how miserable you are, we all can attest to this. Oftentimes we are either ourselves living in a state of woe is me. This happened to me, that happened to me, and this is why I cannot do, this is why I cannot move forward. Or we are spending our times focusing on the people who made us miserable, constantly thinking about the things that they done to us that we are not liking or that we disapprove of, keeping us bound to our past. Number 9, if you are constantly thinking of where you should be and not where you presently are, presently living in the moment, accepting where you are now, and then after gathering all of the necessary tools, tips, and resources that you need to make a proper exit from where you are now to where you want to be, then, my beloveds, you are living in a state of scarcity, a scarcity consciousness. Oftentimes we are too busy thinking of, pondering on, focusing on where we should be instead of where we are and growing from there. We despise small beginnings. We despise starting points. We despise taking our very first step and think that we should be running when all we have to do is take the first step. Number 10, if you are not practicing mental restoration, mental reprogramming, or mental imprinting at least twice a day, then, my beloveds, you are living in a scarcity consciousness and you are bound to your past. Constantly thinking of the things, constantly not saying yes to you, constantly not giving yourself time to live and tap into your subconscious, the place where all magic happens, the place where manifestations happen, the place where restoration happens, and you are living in a state of a scarcity consciousness. If you are living in one of those 10 things, or perhaps more than a few of those 10 things, then let me share with you 10 powerful affirmations to speak on a daily basis that will move your scarcity consciousness to a courageous consciousness, a consciousness that speaks courage. Number 1, repeat after me. I am fearless. Number 2, I have courage. Number 3, I take action now. Number 4, I am confident and determined. Number 5, I keep pushing until I succeed. Number 6, I am persistent. Number 7, I accept challenges with enthusiasm and confidence. Number 8, I embrace the lessons as blessings. Number 9, I take action without hesitation or fear. Number 10, I am recreating my reality daily. These are 10 powerful affirmations that you can speak on a daily basis. You must speak these. The perfect time to speak these are in the mornings and at nighttime when you are spending time with yourself. Oftentimes we give to the world and others, and we don't take even 10 minutes to focus on ourselves, to celebrate ourselves. And that keeps us living in a scarcity consciousness. I am Venus the Goddess, your mastermind coach and growth. If you've liked or was inspired by this message, please like, share, comment with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones. And if you would like to also become a Universal Star, become a part of our Universal Stars community, please sign up at my website at bit.ly/myreality2017. That's bit.ly/myreality2017. Here, if you join our Universal Stars community, you will not only receive powerful tips, tools, and the necessary resources to help you continue to recreate your reality, to live the life that you desire. You will also receive upcoming specials, promotions that I offer, classes, sessions, all that is centered upon helping you recreate your reality and manifesting all that you desire. You will continually receive all that I have to offer you to continually walk you in, through, and out of the many transitional phases that you will experience in life. As always, I bid you love, I bid you enlightenment, I bid you courage, and I wish that you will say yes to you and stop living in a scarcity consciousness and begin living in a courage consciousness.